My wife is now trying to withdraw the divorce she initiated. Hello Reddit, talkative here. For 12 years, I loved one woman with everything in me, my wife. We weren't perfect, but we were supposed to be a team. We built our life from the ground up. We didn't come from money. No prenups, no inheritance. Just two people trying to make it work. But somewhere along the way, she fell out of love. She admitted she hadn't truly felt connected to me for 3 years. 3 years of lying next to me, raising our daughters with me and pretending. When she finally said she wanted a divorce earlier this year, I wasn't surprised. We had tried counseling, weekends away, even quiet evenings with wine and forced conversation. I thought I was fighting for both of us. Turns out, I was in the ring alone. The counselor suggested a trial separation. It was supposed to reignite perspective, so I packed a bag, kissed my daughters, and walked out. Funny thing? I started breathing again. The silence was peaceful. My heart wasn't in a war zone anymore. I told her, if you want a divorce, you file. I'm done chasing someone who's already gone. And in May, she filed. The woman I had loved with every fiber of my being transformed into someone I didn't recognize. She wanted the house, her car, full custody of our daughters, $4,000 a month in child support, 6 figures in alimony. She'd never worked a day during our marriage. I'd supported everything, and I never planned to leave her high and dry. But to see her try to gut me in court after I supported her for over a decade? It cut deeper than the divorce papers. We barely spoke except about the girls. Lawyers were our translators now. Meanwhile, I was discovering peace. The apartment was quiet. My daughters loved staying over. Pizza nights, movie marathons, dad-daughter pancake Sundays. For the first time in years, I was me again. Last night, she called out of the blue. Can we talk? She said. Over dinner. Just talk. I wasn't sure what to expect. Curiosity got the better of me. I said yes. She looked nervous, different, not her usual confident self. She started crying over appetizers. I made a mistake, she said. I was in a dark place. I didn't see how much I was destroying. She said she wanted to try again, to start fresh, that she missed me, that she missed us, that the girls wanted us back together under one roof. And then she did something she's never done. Not once, in 12 years. She took full responsibility. I was the problem, she whispered, and I'm sorry. Part of me waited my whole life to hear those words. Then she asked if she could come back to my place. I said no. I told her I'd think about it. She broke down in the parking lot, begged me to come back, told me she'd change, said I was the best man she'd ever known. But in her tears, I saw something I hadn't expected. Fear, not love. Fear. Fear that she had burned the only bridge strong enough to carry her. I didn't sleep that night. I replayed everything. The betrayal, the court demands, her dates during our separation, the way she weaponized the legal system against me, the years she spent emotionally absent while I carried the weight of our life. And the girls, our daughters, they're thriving with me. They laugh again. They talk more. My youngest told me last week, I like it better here. You always smile now. I've built something better. Not perfect, but real. Peace, clarity, freedom, and I'm not sure I can unsee who she became. A week later, she came to my apartment, knocked with trembling hands. The girls were at their grandma's. I'm ready, she said, to do the work, to fix this. I don't want to lose you. I looked at her for a long moment, then I said it gently. You already did. Her lips quivered. Please, we can try again. I have tried, I said, for years, but you were done before you said it out loud. She stepped closer. So that's it? It's not it. It's peace. I forgave you, but I've moved on. Tears streamed down her face, and I didn't feel hate, just closure. I closed the door behind me, got in the car, and drove to meet my daughters. It was our movie night, and for once I wasn't haunted by what-ifs. Life didn't slow down after I told her no. If anything, it picked up. Work got better. I started leading a new team, and the freedom in my personal life gave me new confidence. I was no longer the man who walked on eggshells in his own home. My daughter saw it too. We laughed more. We cooked. We made a bucket list for summer. One night, my oldest daughter asked, Daddy, are you happy now? And without hesitation I said, Yeah, sweetheart, I really am. That was the moment I knew I had made the right choice. But my ex-wife, she wasn't done. She started calling more, dropping hints, asking if I'd come over to help with something at the house I used to fight to keep. Sometimes I'd catch her looking at me like she used to, back when we were young and in sync. She started baking again, sending me texts late at night. Do you remember our first trip together? Just found an old photo of us. I miss what we had. One night she showed up unexpectedly. She brought homemade lasagna, the same one she made the night I proposed. You remember? She asked. I did, but the memory didn't hurt anymore. It didn't sting. It felt like something that happened in a different lifetime, like a movie I'd seen once and moved on from. We sat, talked. She tried to touch my hand. I miss you, she whispered. I miss our family. I looked her in the eyes. You miss the idea of us. But that version of us? He's gone. She stayed silent. I fought for this marriage when you didn't. You chose to let go, and I had to learn to live without you. A few weeks later, I met someone. It wasn't planned. We bumped into each other at a bookstore. She was laughing at something her son said, and that laugh lit something in me I hadn't felt in years. She was divorced too, kind, steady, and didn't treat love like a war. We started with coffee, then a park day with our kids, then long walks and quiet talks. No pressure, no history, just now. Meanwhile, my ex began unraveling. She showed up crying at my door again after hearing from a mutual friend that I was dating. She looked at me, eyes red and desperate. She can't love you like I do. I paused. She loves me better than you ever tried. A week before the divorce was finalized, my ex requested one last meeting. For closure, she said. We met at the same restaurant where she first asked me to try again. She wore the same dress from our anniversary 3 years ago. She was trying to recreate something, to turn back time. I keep having this dream, she said, voice trembling, that you forgive me, that we wake up and everything is normal again. I forgive you, I said, but it won't be normal again, because I finally realized what normal should feel like, and it's not fear, or silence, or walking on eggshells. She broke. I was selfish. I didn't know how good I had it. I was angry, and I blamed you for my own unhappiness. I know, I said gently, but knowing now doesn't undo then. I want to fix it. I know, I said again, but I'm already fixed. Without you, she reached across the table, trembling. Just, please, one more chance. I looked her in the eyes. No, not out of anger, not out of pride, but because I finally loved myself enough to say it. Final court date came. The judge made it official. No drama, no explosions, just freedom. I walked out, took a breath, and called my daughters to tell them we were going for ice cream. That night, I tucked them in, kissed their foreheads, and sat outside under the stars with a glass of wine. And I smiled, because I was whole again. Not because I had someone new, but because I had me. The man I used to be before the years wore me down. The man who gave everything. And now, the man who finally got something back.